Good morning, everyone. It's Lori Staley, Addicted Stamper with Stampin' Up. It is Tuesday morning at 10, so it is time for coffee and cards. Hi, Corinne. How are you? My voice is froggy this morning, but I do have my coffee with me. Thus, coffee and cards, right? All right. So today is a big day because we have um, free shipping on orders of $75 or more in product for one day only, which is today, July 23rd, 2024. Put an order in for $75 or more in product, and you're going to get free regular shipping. If you choose to use any of our express shipping options, which would be 2 day or 1 day, then you will just pay the priority shipping charges. You will not pay the regular standard shipping. So there's a ton of good stuff out there right now. Lots and lots in the online exclusive store, lots of new things in the catalog. The catalog is really only a couple of months old at this point, right? So it's also a fabulous time to stock up on your essentials, your cardstock, your envelopes, your adhesive, things like that. So I put an order in at 2 o'clock this morning, which is when the sale went live, for products that I need for an event I have coming up. And then today, at some point, I will go back through and put my restock order in, if you will. So I'm going to take advantage of it twice. But anyway, don't miss it. It's only for one day only, and it does end at 11:59 p.m. So, and then also you can combine the free shipping with the bonus day coupons, right? So remember, with every $50 you order in product, you're going to earn a $5 coupon that you can use towards your purchase in August. And there's no limit to the number of coupons that you can order or the number of times that you can order throughout the month of July in order to earn those coupons. The coupons are emailed to you almost immediately after placing your order. So make sure you're on the lookout for that. Hang on to that email. Don't lose it, because those codes are in there, and that is what you will need to enter into the system when you place your order in August or give to your demonstrator, as the case may be. So yeah, so lots going on. And of course, either one of those orders is going to qualify you for the Just Cards this month. This is my class that I offer every month. These are cute, quick cards that you can create, whether you come to the in-person class or you want to do the kit long distance. It still works for you because they're designed so that all the die cutting, any embossing is done for you, any punching is done for you. Really, you just need to have your sentiments and put the cards together. So you can earn that with a free, or you can earn it for free with a $45 product order in my store using the monthly host code. When your order hits $60, you're also going to receive a pack of the Opal rounds this month, which is the embellishment that I used on the cards. So taking advantage of the $50 bonus day or the $75 free shipping is going to get you one or both of those options. And you can also purchase the class outright for $20. Now, if you're long distance, we do ask for $4 postage to help get those products to you. All right. And then we've made these pretty Spotlight on Nature cards together the last time. And the winner of these is Connie Carson. So Connie, thanks so much for watching and commenting. And I'm actually going to pop these in your In Color Club package that I'll be sending out probably this weekend. Okay. All right. I think that's all the housekeeping. Today, we're going to play with sketched butterflies. I'm a sucker for butterflies. I don't know about you guys, but it is such a pretty set and lots of options for coloring. And there's some really great greetings in here as well. So I thought we would give it a little do and play with this one. And then here is, oh, there's a loose butterfly. Here is the die set that coordinates with it. Obviously, all the dies to cut out the stamped butterfly images. And then you've got some optional additional dies in there for butterflies. So this is truly all about the butterflies. All right. Sorry, my voice is froggy and clearing it doesn't seem to be helping. So let us start with I'm switching it up. I'm switching it up. So this is a card that I did in my stamp club last month. And if you're local, you're welcome to come check out Stamp Club. It is, we meet once a month and we make 3 projects, and there's a minimum product purchase. No charge for the class, but you can come and make a minimum product purchase, get the class for free. And then 1 month you would be the hostess and get the hostess benefits. So if you're interested in that, I live in Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. You can reach out to me and let me know that you would like additional information on that. So we are going to create these cute little butterflies. I use the die that has the 3 butterflies attached. This is Petunia Pop. We're going to trim those apart and create our own layout here, if you will. I'm just going to go with the shape of the butterfly. And then we're going to have this extra little butterfly left over that we can do something with separately. I also use the individual butterfly die and cut this little one out. So we have our 3 that we need for our project. Coastal Cabana, listen to me. Summer Splash is our card layer, and we're using Country Lace designer series paper. We'll put that layer right on the front. And if you are watching, whether you're watching us while we're live or if you are watching after the fact, please be sure to leave a comment and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done that. It really does help. Without that, YouTube doesn't know that I'm doing something that you all might like. And so it's not letting other people see it. So I appreciate your help in doing that. All right, so we're going to emboss the layer of white with the Eyelet 3D embossing folder. So my little table that my die cutting machine sits on seems very crowded over here for some reason. And this is such a pretty pattern. That is going to be what our butterflies sit on. Now, here's your money saving trick. You know, I always do this, right? I cut that threesome of the butterflies out of the layer that no one is ever going to see. So I didn't have to use a piece of scrap or cut into another piece of cardstock. No one is ever going to see it. Plus, it helps keep the weight down. If you're doing a lot of layers and you have die cuts, absolutely use your layers that are going to be hidden to cut your pieces out of, and then you're reducing your weight of your project. And I think postage just went up again, so you know, anything we can do to keep the cost of the postage for our beautiful handmade cards, right? And I know in today's world, a lot of people just send a happy birthday. I'm guilty of it in some cases. A happy birthday through Facebook or some other medium, text, whatever. But really, you can't put those things on the mantle, right? Or on your refrigerator or wherever you like to display your cards. So handmade cards are so important. Whether it's for a birthday or just thinking of you, someone's having a rough time. Every time I'm live now and I use the Tombow, I'm like, I really need to order another fine tip since I have lost one and broken one. So maybe I'll remember when I get off today and can make that happen. So I am using Tombow, maybe. There we go. I'm like, maybe if it wants to cooperate with me, I'm using Tombow. And I'm just going to put that in the center. Everything looks straight, but to me it looks crooked. I think this is crooked. Let's pick this up and just adjust it a little bit. That is one of the challenges. With my eyes. Okay. Pop this one right here. Oh, he wants to fly away. Yeah, there's definitely a frog in my throat. I'm going to slide this down a little bit. Give us a little bit more spacing in there. And then here's our other one. And remember, these are the two that I cut off the trio. So you can have lots of different butterflies. Position him and get him to stick. And I didn't put it behind the wings because I'm okay. Perhaps not enough glue on him. I'm okay lifting those wings a little bit to give it a little bit more dimension. We're going to hold that in place. Then I have the shimmer gems, the 24, 26 in color shimmer gems, which have been well used, as you can see. And I'm going to use the Petunia Pop in the center of the Summer Splash. And then I just realized I don't have any small ones on here, so we're going to go big today on this one for those guys. I actually kind of like that. So we've got our little butterflies on there with their embellishment. Hey, Donna, you are here almost on time. Good to see you. All right, let me put the lid on this before I have issues later. And then I use Spotlight on Nature. I love those dies. They're a must-have. They're something I would put on my, oh, I need to order today list, right? Because they are fabulous. And we're going to go ahead and put our sentiment on the inside with Petunia Pop and Summer Splash. Hey, Deborah, good morning. Nice to see you. If you haven't used this set yet, it's a fun set, and there's a lot of different things you can do with it. There's one individual butterfly in there that's detailed die, and then it has a solid die that you can put behind it. All right, so apparently I've lost the stamp. Not good. I've lost the stamp for the greeting for the front. So we'll see what I can create with what I have laying here. So I stamped that little cluster of butterflies in the Petunia Pop. And I'm going to just add one more down here in the corner. Bring in a piece of scrap. There we go. Because, you know, I like my odd numbers, right? Oh, okay. So there's our Petunia Pop. Let me grab Summer Splash because I really thought I put it in the box, but it didn't. I swear to you, it doesn't matter how many times I go over the kits. I always seem to miss something. And then I did that in the wrong color. Oh, nice. My husband and I keep talking about, you know, we haven't been anywhere in a long time. We really need to get, I mean, we have with Stamping Up, but not just him and I. And we keep talking about going to a beach. But I don't think we're getting there this year. It's just our lives. Especially with opening the retreat house and the rental property that he pretty much redid. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pop this on the front of the card. I'm not going to use a dimensional for this. You could, but we're just going to let it flat. Okay. And then our greeting on the inside. I thought I caught an edge. You can hear it, right? When it's really wet, you can hear it. And you're like, oh, lighter hand. Lighter hand. Not that light. Okay. This is the one of the easy ones. It's that kind of a day. I'm leaving today. Okay. My throat is really bugging me too. Sorry. I know I'm froggy. Now it looks like it's inked. Try this again. There we go. And now I got to bring the butterflies back and do those. Just to add a little interest on the inside of the card and tie our butterfly theme in as well. There we go. So yes, as I said earlier, this is one of our club cards. And I do even have long distance club members, but we hold them here in Dillsburg and in Gettysburg at the retreat house. I have one as well. There we go. I made that look a lot harder than it is, just because I wanted to see if y'all were awake. All right, so that's project number 1 with the sketched butterflies. We're going to move on now to our next project. And I'm totally mixing up the order. I'm not sure why. I always set my projects up the night before or day before or whatever, and I'm totally mixing it up. All right, so I love monarch butterflies. Anybody else? And this was kind of a fun fold. And again, spotlighted nature, can't get enough of those dies. And then behind that, I have a deckled circle, which is just the perfect 1/8 inch border around there. But I do love monarch butterflies. And then just on the inside, you brighten up so many of my days. So it's pumpkin pie for our card base. And it is a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock, and I just scored from each end at 2 1/8, and then crease those. Real well with your bone folder. And then we're going to bring in our layers, and we're actually going to stamp the little butterflies that we used on the last project. So let me clean that. Oh, thank you. I'm going to bring this in here like this and grab my memento. I do like the big butterfly as well as the die cuts. And we're just going to stamp the butterflies all over. I might do these separately. And you can come back and hit wherever you think you need another butterfly. I think that looks good. So we're just creating our own designer series paper using the base. You could do this with regular cardstock as well. But I kind of liked the modeled effect of that designer paper. We're going to layer that on basic black, makes it pop a little bit more. Matches my nails. Yeah, how about that? I didn't plan that actually. And then we're just going to apply this to the front flap, top and bottom. Now you could keep that designer paper all in one piece and stamp it, and then you have a continuous flow. I wasn't terribly worried about doing it that way. We're going to bring in that large butterfly stamp. So pretty. Actually, it's pretty big, so I'm going to take my ink pad to my stamp versus taking my stamp to my ink pad. And this way I can make sure I've got good coverage all over. So pretty. And it really does look like it is hand sketched, right? And then we've got some dark basic black, some light pumpkin pie and dark pumpkin pie, and some light peach pie that we're going to color with. And this is a quick color. As I said many times, if you watch me, I do use my bullet tip to do most of my coloring, preserving my brush tip. So the bullet tip has the thin line on the blend. The brush tip has the thick line. And our Stampin' Write markers are like that as well. So if you're always opening the wrong end, just make sure you look at the barrel and see where the thick line is versus the thin line, and then you'll know bullet tip or brush tip. And I think that's the only place I used. Nope. And when you hear screeching, peach pie happens to be one of my favorite new in colors. So when you hear that screeching sound that you're hearing as I'm coloring, oh, that's kind of telling me, hello. It might be time to look at getting another set of peach pie blends. And we're just going to use the black and just take out all those sketch lines on the body and the head and just really darken those sections as well as the tips. I think I've loved monarch butterflies since I was a little girl, though. They're just so beautiful, right? And then we're just going to do the pumpkin pie. This is the dark up here at the top. Yeah, that one doesn't squeak. So that tells me that I'm definitely using peach pie more often than I am pumpkin pie. And then light pumpkin pie. Or perhaps it's that yeah, that is light pumpkin pie because that was kind of screechy too. Perhaps it's that I use my light blends more than my dark blends. Do you guys find that you do that? Do you pull light versus dark? Which one do you pull more often to work with? Do you know? I probably do use my light more because I tend to, well, no, I tend to start with my dark, but my dark is usually detail versus full on coloring like the light is. So that's probably why my light tends to wear out sooner. And just make sure I don't have any white spots left on there. And then we're going to die cut that. Oh my goodness. Now I zoomed in this morning, and apparently when I went live, Zoom or YouTube decided to zoom me out. All right, so we're just going to die cut this. This is obviously our focal image for our project. Okay, so Corinne, you have the sketch butterflies. Does anybody else have this bundle yet? Tell you this would make a really cute accent on a 3D project as well, like a box or a bag. Put that on the front of it. That would be really cute as well. So many of our supplies go back and forth between 3D projects, card making, and scrapbooking, right? I'm excited because we're going to be getting some more scrapbooking products in the fall. And if you go to a butterfly house, wouldn't this be the perfect set to use to scrapbook that kind of a page? I'm not a picture person, so I frequently forget to take pictures when we're out and about. But I'm going to have to get better at it because I think I'm going to love the new product line. So there we go. We've got him popping off of a nice black accent behind our white. Now, here's the trick. We're only going to put adhesive on the top half because if we put it anywhere else, we're going to seal our card front closed. So just like give it just a little bit of an angle. Okay. We did good. No tape down below. And then on the inside, I'm going to put "You brighten up so many of my days." And I think I did that in black. I did. I know. Me too. Me too. All right, maybe I need to re-ink my ink pads. Or maybe I'm just being very gentle this morning for some reason. There we go. And we could absolutely put the little butterflies that I used on the last card in here as an accent as well. As a matter of fact, let's do that. Let's take this guy and add him to the inside. What do you think? Dress the inside up. Stamp your envelope or use that designer series paper that I used for the front. Stamp another one with butterflies, and I'm going to put him right up here. And then we're going to do the same thing. Mix up our coloring a little bit. Who likes to color? You guys like to color? I love to color with our blends. All right, making this up on the fly. There we go. Now we have an accent on the inside of our card as well. There we have it. That's project number 2. Corinne, you like to? Hey, Carol, good to see you. My mom liked to color. My mom liked to color and fussy cut. She was a huge fussy cutter. Okay, moving on to our last project this morning. And this one is all about the die cuts. So again, we added some pretty paper. I think this is the 6x6 designer series paper in Melon Mambo and then Night of Navy. I've always liked Melon Mambo and Night of Navy together. I don't know why. Those colors just seem to speak to me for some reason. So card base of Night of Navy. And we're going to emboss the distressed tile 3D embossing folder. Ooh. I want to make sure that's on the back. There's a smudge on that piece, so we'll do it that way. Such a pretty folder. That is going to have just a hint of the Melon Mambo showing behind it. And here would have been another good opportunity, which I think I might have done and then accidentally thrown it away, thinking it was not anything but scrap, to cut those 3 little detailed butterflies out of the Melon Mambo, because again, no one is going to see that. All right, this needs to be cut down. Yep. So the white needs to be, had it right the one direction, but not the other. 4 by 5 1/4. And then of course this is going to be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 behind it. Well, let's go ahead and mount that. Let's go ahead and mount that. Okay, and then I did do all the die cutting in advance because I figured you didn't want to sit there while I cut all these pieces out, right? So we've got 3 of our solid butterflies and then our details. And this is the same little butterfly that I cut the Summer Splash butterfly out of on the first card. So let me put those together. Adhesive sheets are great for detailed images like this. I am going to bend the wings up a little bit. So I didn't want the adhesive sheets on this particular project, but they are great for these types of dies. And you get a lot. There's 6, I think it's 6 by 12 sheets, adhesive sheets in the package, and that lasts you quite a while. Of course, I guess that depends on what you're doing, but for me, it lasts quite a while, even using it in some of my events. I know this won't be the last time I play with this set because I really focused on dies this time around. And oh, why this adhesive is giving me a fit today. The stamps in this set are also just lovely. So you might see the butterflies on a Freebie Friday. Do you guys like the Freebie Friday? Do you subscribe to my newsletter? I should ask it that way first. If you subscribe to my newsletter, then every Friday you get a free project sheet, right? And then, of course, we've started the fourth Friday tips and tricks article. So, what do you think about the Freebie Friday? All right, so we're going to turn this one into a thank you card. And of course, I'm carrying the ink color right through from the cardstock. Tiny little label. Let's see how this goes. This is perennial postage die, of course. Ooh. And we are going to pop that. Some edges here. We were talking about the edges the last time we were together. These are actually from the mini dimensionals, which I don't use very often. Apparently, I use this whole sheet, however. Good. All right, and then on the inside, I just added a strip of that designer series paper to tie in those butterflies, and I left it blank. I tend to leave my thank you cards blank so that I can write my message. Every once in a while, there's a great stamp. There's a stamp out there right now that says, I appreciate you. That's a good one to put on the inside of the card. And actually, I have it laying right here. So let's go ahead and add it. And I'm going to be brave because I haven't had a lot of luck stamping today, but we're going to try it. I can always come back in with a layer or a label, right? Oh, perfect. Perfect. Now, we need a little bling on this front of this card. And I have the iridescent pearl basic jewels. I think these are a hidden treasure. They're in with the embellishments, which is one of the items that we do have the full page of. But I don't think everybody sees them. They think they're just basic pearls, but they're really not. They have a nice sheen, iridescence. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm like, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, it's in the title. Okay. So I used the large ones inside of the pink. And then these tiny little guys, they're the tiniest gem I think we currently have. We're just going to add those on the Night of Navy butterflies. And there we have our final project. So we used sketch butterfly today. This one is really all about the die cuts and adding that beautiful embossed background. And then we did a fun fold, right? This guy right here. So cute, except that's not the one we did together. This is the one we did together because we added the butterfly on the inside, which I think is great. And then we have this one, where again, we cut apart all those little butterflies that came in the trio to create our card. That is what I have for you today, folks. I hope you enjoyed those projects. Again, please, if you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. All of that, leave a comment. Obviously, leave a comment. I always draw to give away the cards that I'm making. So even if you're watching after the replay, you can leave me a comment. You'll go into the drawing. give me the thumbs up, subscribe. All of those things get you entered into the drawing. Sharing the video is great too. And I really appreciate it. It helps me grow and it helps YouTube know that, yeah, people like what I'm doing and let's show it to more people. All right, guys, take care. Have a great day. Don't forget to take advantage of both the bonus day offer, minimum $50 product order, get a $5 coupon towards an order next month. Repeat as many times as you want, order as many times as you want between now and the end of July. For every $50 in product in the same order, you will earn a bonus day coupon that is emailed to you. So make sure you keep your eye out for the email and hold on to that. And today only, July 23rd, 2024, free shipping on orders of $75 or more, okay, in product. So grab your stock up items, grab some new items out of the online exclusive store, grab some things that are still on your wish list from the annual catalog. But don't miss out on that deal because it's an 11% plus savings, right? So make sure you're taking advantage of that. And I hope you have a fabulous week. I plan to be back Sunday night at 8 over on my Facebook page for Sunday Simple Stamping. And I hope you'll join me over there. Have a great one. Be safe. And thanks so much. Bye-bye.